Yo, 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 yo. What's happening, y'all? What's happening? John Lee B Swag Podcast, y'all. B Swag Podcast. That's 3Gs Podcast.com. 3Gs Podcast.com. And we're brought to you by Off the Hook Will Be Love. That's the fishing channel on YouTube I tell you guys about every Saturday, okay? Every Saturday I tell y'all about that. If you like fishing, I suggest you go on this channel. It's very, very, very educational. Okay. Oh, we got a beat there. All right. We gotta check all our beats. Hold on. Let's do this here. Tell more. We don't need to tell more. Hold on. I'm just trying to get rid of this here. What we got over here? All right. Not much. All right. So we're also brought to you by B-Swag Marketing LLC. That's the marketing business that puts eyeballs on your business. Puts eyeballs on your business, y'all. If you need clients, you need exposure. Okay, you need leads, you need a website, you need business development. Check with B-Swag Marketing LLC. They handle it all. Okay, also brought to you by B-Top Spot Restaurant Lounge. That's elegance at its finest, y'all. Elegance at its finest. That's B-Top Spot Restaurant Lounge. They're at 2645 Forbes Drive, Montgomery, Alabama. Free before 9. Happy hour specials from 5 to 8. Live DJ from 9 to close, and full kitchen from 5 to close, and they close at 4. It's a nice spot, y'all. You should check it out. Also brought to you by Classic Touch Auto Detailing. This auto detail business has been in the same community, have been in the same area, Riverside County, Orange County, for the last 30 years, so they're doing something right. They're located out of Canyon Lake, California. Classic Touch Auto Detailing. It's by appointment only. Been operating in the Orange County area, Riverside County area for over 30 years. Also brought to you by Creating Memories 360 Photos. That's Creating Memories 360 Photos. She's out of Temecula, California. Covers all of Southern California. Riverside County, Orange County, San Diego County, LA County as well. Okay? You want to take advantage of her holiday specials. She can be reached at 951-851-0082. Her work is on point, y'all. Her work is straight on point. So we tried to get guests. It didn't work, so we're just going to run solo on this, y'all. It was getting kind of hectic with the potential guests that I had. I wonder if this volume is working. I'd hate to get all the way down. You know, I'm sure it's working. We're just going to, go by faith. We're going to go by faith. All right, so we, like I said, we tried to get a guest. We did. Said wait. We said wait. Let's see, Freaky B, you back, baby. I'm doing my podcast right now live. We're talking about how to woo a real queen, okay? So just bear with me, all right? If you got anything you want to say, go ahead and chime in. Okay, we tried to have a guest, but it was getting a little too hectic, technical difficulties. So we're just going to roll solo on this one. All right, so just bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. We got our notes, as we always do, okay? And we're in Season 2, Episode 6, y'all. Season 2, Episode 6. You there? Okay. You there, Freaky B? Thanks for joining again, baby. All right? Appreciate you. So, Season 2, Episode 6, How to Woo a Real Woman. Now, everybody knows, those who know me know, anytime I do a episode, my topics, I like to come with the actual definition. Okay? I want to make sure, I just dropped my light. I don't want to leave you out at all. Let's see, Joe Hunter sent the real, okay. There we go. We don't want to leave you out there. Now, where's my light? Hold on. Hold on a minute, y'all. Hold on. We just falling apart at the seams. Just a minute. All right. There we go. Okay. All right, we good now. All right, so let's just jump right on into it. Or first of all, let me speak on this. CC, I'm gonna try and get back at you. Let's see, we got introverted and extroverted has joined. How you all doing? We're talking. I'm doing my podcast right now, doing it live, or we're recording it now. It's Season 2 of B-Swag Podcast, Episode 6, How to Woo a Real Queen. Now, the Google definition, Webster's definition. All right, the word woo. It's an exclamation of joy, approval, approval, interjection, informal. Now, I don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't know how that is figured into how to woo a real woman, how to rule, not rule, woo, W-O-O-O, how to woo a real queen, okay? The white version is how to court a real woman, okay? So their definition, I don't know what's up with that. But then they have a slang definition, which I found to be funny. They had a slang definition, or it says slang version, okay? Slang version, excuse me. And it says, try to make someone love you. Now that's my definition of how to woo, or what woo means. So you're trying to make somebody yours. You're trying to make somebody love you, okay? You're trying to, you're trying to get that one. Okay, you're trying to get that one. So that's a good definition, I believe. Okay, let's see how to court a woman. The meaning: 23 gentlemanly ways to woo her is what they got. But how to court a woman is the same definition. Let's see here. Oh no, how to court a real woman is to court someone, to capture romantic relations. To capture romantic relations. I mean, that sounds about right. Wouldn't you agree? Now, over here on my Riverside, if you got any comments, concerns, go ahead and shoot them to bswagpodcast@gmail.com. That's 3gspodcast@gmail.com. Anybody over here on my black site, BLK dating site, just go ahead and shoot me, your comments. I'll see them, and I'll respond to them. Those who know me know I'm all over the place. I'm always all over the place with my podcast, but we're in season 2, y'all. We're broadcasting live from B-Top Spot Restaurant Lounge. We have over 300 listeners. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Please follow. That's on YouTube, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music. It's all the same. Just search B-Swag with 3 G's, B-Swag Podcast. It'll come up. I'd appreciate it if you follow and if you subscribe. So now, to get back to this. How to woo a real queen. 23 gentlemanly ways to woo her, okay? The book way. You need to look within. You need to look within. Hey, Freaky B, can you comment on that, please? Because that was just some corny ass shit to me, excuse my language. But you need to look within. I don't understand how that is a form of wooing a queen, wooing a female, courting a female. You have to look within. Well, that's what the book says, though. That's what when I searched Google, that's what came up. 23 ways, and that's the number 1. So we'll go with it, I guess. Now, one of my ways, how I woo, is I make sure to say good night and good morning to my queen every day, no matter what. No matter what time of the day. Well, obviously, you say good morning in the mornings and you say good night at night, but no matter what's going on, no matter what the situation is, no matter if we're not happy with each other, if we're in a disagreement with each other, if it's raining, if it's snowing, it doesn't matter. I always make sure I say good morning when I wake up next to my queen, always, okay? I always say good night when I'm laying next to my queen before I fall asleep. I never fall asleep without saying good night, and I never go about my day without saying good morning. It's just what I do. Moving on. Again, this is John Lee B-Swag Podcast. That's 3gspodcast.com. Brought to you by B-Top Spot Restaurant Lounge. Elegance at its finest. They're located out at 2645 Forbes Drive, Montgomery, Alabama. Go check them out. Free before 9, and they're open till 4. Now, the second one the book has, the definition that the Google has, dating and courting. Dating and courting aren't the same. They have down, which corny again, their stuff is so whack and corny, it's ridiculous. But they have down dating and courting is not the same, and I guess you're supposed to know that. To me, it is the same, y'all. If you're dating somebody, you're dating them because, for you're dating them to see if it's going to get serious, if you mesh, if you're vibing, if your souls are touching. But the thing about it, ask yourself, why are you dating this person? You're dating them because you want them to eventually move in and eventually get married, I would imagine. Or are you just dating, just casually dating? Okay, that's what my man Chris didn't understand. And Chris was a guest. He had some great points, great viewpoints. just little combative, little hostile. He was getting defensive, in my opinion, but he didn't understand. Or in my opinion, he didn't understand the topic, how to woo a real queen. Okay, it's very important. It's very important. Okay, it's very important. I mean, you're not going to meet somebody on Sunday and then ask them to marry you on Monday. There's a process that has to be taken. Okay, and it's just what a real man will do. It's what a real man will do. You find something you like, you go after it, but you court it, you woo it to make it yours. You got to do something. Like I said, you're not just going to meet a girl on Sunday and then ask her to move in on Monday. Okay, so let's go to number 2. All right, so you got to look within. That was number 1, and then my number 1 was make sure you say good morning and good night to her, no matter what, when, where, who. The second one, let's see, dating and courting are the same. Dating and courting aren't the same. They're not the same. I say they are the same. What's happening? Somebody just chimed in. What's that? Antoinette Kiki 328 joined. How you doing, baby girl? We're talking about how to woo a real queen. This is B-Swag Podcast, 3gspodcast.com. bswagpodcast@gmail.com. So, again, I think courting and dating is the same. Anybody agree or disagree? I mean, the book says they're not the same, but I disagree with that. Now, my second one, don't forget, my first one was say good night and say good morning, no matter what. My second one is, how about cooking your mate dinner more than once? Do it on a regular occasion. When your queen comes home or your lady comes home, your woman comes home, if she's been working all day, sometimes she doesn't want to come home from working all day and then cook you dinner. It goes a long way if your mate comes home, you're home first, she comes home, and she comes home to the house smelling like dinner. Trust me, it's going to go a long way. It's going to start to woo her, okay? Because that's just what we do, all right? So cook her dinner. It works, trust. All right, now number 3. Let's see here, the book way. Start off as friends. I mean, whoever did this research, there's just some corny-ass people. I'm sure they're white. I'm not saying that white people are corny. I love my white folks. But I'm just saying, the definitions. This ain't black definitions, okay? So, yeah, you got to be friends. Got to be friends first. I mean, duh. I mean, come on now. Of course, you want to be friends before you move it any further. You want to make sure you like the person, You want to make sure that person likes you. So, yeah, I would say you got to be friends first. But that's not wooing. Being a friend is not wooing, though. That's not a process. At least that's not part of my process. Of course, you want her to be your friend. But to making her your friend, hell, hey, how you doing? My name is John. Now, I met a friend, Hi, my name is Stacy. Nice to meet you. We're friends. So that's, in my definition, that's not wooing a real queen. My definition of wooing, what I would say, instead of saying make them friends first, okay, is, let's see. How about regular foot massages, foot rubs, foot massages? How about that? My queen comes home. She's been working all day or she's been out in the streets all day. Not only is she going to have dinner waiting on her, but I'm going to greet her with open arms. I'm going to take her briefcase or take her jacket from her. I'm going to lighten her load from walking in that door, from being at work or being in the streets or doing whatever she does all day. I'm going to have her sit down, and I'm going to rub her feet. I'm going to massage her feet, and then I'm going to talk to her. How was your day, baby? Anything exciting happen? But the whole time I'm massaging her feet because I know she's been on them all day. So not only she done came home from work and the house smells like, pot roast and collard greens or whatever I'm cooking that particular night, but I'm also going to sit her down before she does anything. I'm going to take whatever she's got in her hands and on her arms. I'm going to take that from her, put them in the room. I'm going to have her sit down, and I'm going to start massaging her feet because she's had a hard, long day. And my queen deserves that. This is me wooing, y'all. This is me wooing, okay? This isn't the book. This isn't the Google. This isn't, and this isn't Chris. And I keep saying that, and nothing, no shade on you, Chris, man. I think you're all right dude. I really do, okay? We two different men, that's all. So, foot rub, massages, that's awesome. I know everybody agrees with me on that one. I know they do. All right, now after that, okay, and again, we're talking about how to woo a real queen. This is John Lee with B-Swag Podcast. Now, the Bookway has, they had, okay, let me just start from the beginning. They had Look Within, corny. Dating and courting aren't the same. Corny again, I think they are. And then Start Off as Friends. More corniness, okay? And then with me, it's say goodnight and say good morning every night, every day, okay? Cook dinner. Cook your mate dinner more than once, you know. And then regular foot massages and foot rubs. Now, moving on to next. They got Man Pursues Women. Let me look over here. These people are so corny, I tell you. Man Pursues Women. The topic is how to woo a real queen. How to court a real woman. Of course the man pursues. Okay, this isn't how to woo a king. So, yes, a man does pursue the woman. That's just so obvious. Now, what I put, how about running a hot bubble bath for your mate? Okay, so think about this. All right, this is the process now. I'm wooing. We're wooing now, courting, wooing. First, I say good morning. I say good night every day. Every day, no matter what. I say good morning. I say good night. I cook her dinner often. Foot massage as soon as she gets in the door. Okay. Regular, on the regular. Now, we're running a hot bubble bath. We're going to run her a hot bubble bath. Okay? I mean, come on, y'all. Who's going to get in the ring with me on that one? Who's going to get in the ring with me on that? Tell me what lady, even if you got a shower, I don't care. You tell me what real woman, what real queen wouldn't appreciate and like a hot bath, bubble bath, ready for her when she gets home from work or gets home from whatever she's been doing for that whole day. So she's done gotten home, 6 o'clock. House smells like dinner, so she knows dinner's cooking, if not done. She's going to get a foot massage. She knows that. I'm going to take whatever she's got in her hands and arms, I'm going to take it from her, I'm going to put it up, and I'm going to sit her down on her lazy boy, on her barking lounger, on her reclinable, okay? And then I'm going to commence to rubbing her feet. The bath's already going to be run. She's already going to have, because I know when my mate gets home. I know when my lady gets home, okay? So tub's already going to be ran with bubbles, okay? That's how I'm wooing. I don't know how y'all woo, but this is how I woo. This is how I court. This is how if I spot something I wanted to, that's me. That is me. I'm going to get that. If the physical attraction is there from both sides and she gives me that number, it's a done deal. Then I'm going to commence to wooing her. Because obviously if I've gone that far, I do want to meet her. I would like to see her. And I want to be around her. Okay? All right, let's get back to it. Again, this is John Lee, John Walter Lee, the second B-Swag Podcast. Okay, we're talking about how to woo a real queen. All right, Start Off as Friends. Let's see, Man Pursues the Woman. All right, so we'll move on. Booyah. Okay, next we got only court or date, as they say. Only court or date. One at a time. I mean, are you serious? Are we dealing with 3-year-olds here? I mean, come on, that's dating 101. That's wooing 101. That's courting 101. That's the whole purpose. That's the topic. How to woo a real queen. Not how to woo every queen in America. All right? We're not 19. All right? I'm 56 years old. Grown-ass man. I'm not, not trying to live 3, 4, 5 different lives. I'm trying to live my best life. Just one. Okay? So, yeah, dating one at a time. And plus, that's exhausting. I don't know if y'all know that, but that's trying to date more than one girl at the same time. That's so exhausting. Trust, okay? And it's not worth it. It's not. Find you one, make her yours. That's it. All right, now what else we got? Let's see. Okay, here we go. Now this is when it really gets corny. Let's see here. So it says, only court or date one at a time, my way. And probably most important, I believe, don't just hear your mate. Don't just hear her. actually make an effort to listen to her. Now, I know a lot of people saying it's the same thing, hearing and listening. No, it's not. It's not the same thing. And if you think it's the same thing, then you've already lost. If you think it's the same thing, you've already lost. Okay? So yeah, make an effort to sit down and listen to your mate. You got to. Okay? This is how I woo, y'all. This is how I woo. Take notes. This is some level A top stuff here, okay? So take notes. All right, now, so we want to make sure we listen. And I think that's the most important. Most important. Now, they got, okay, it's not about the sex. Hold on, wait a minute. I told y'all these cats were corny. I told y'all that. Hey, my BOK dating site family, check this out. Riverside, check this out. They said it's not about the sex. Now, let me show you what I put. They said it's not about the sex. Are you freaking kidding me? It's not about the sex. Hell yeah, it's about the sex. Okay? Now, the whole relationship, the whole wooing is not about the sex. But yes, sex plays a big part in it. Okay? Because if I'm not physically attracted to you, and that means by sight, by feel, by touch, by smell, then there's no sense of me even trying to woo you. Sex got to be great. I'm 56. I'm sorry. I'm sexual. I'm 56. I don't know how much longer I'm going to have this great body and these good looks. So I got to get in where I fit in and get to mine now. Okay? So I love good sex. All right? I'm just keeping it real. They said it's not about the sex. They're crazy. All right. So it's not about the sex. I beg to differ. All right. Now, but let's see. Their other one, they got another one. It's all about family. It's all about family, they say. Okay. And I'm going to agree with that one. I'm going to say they did okay with that one. Okay. They did okay. Because it is about family. I mean, you got to be willing and wanting to meet their family. You can't be scared. If you're trying to woo, you're trying to court, you're trying to date, yes, you do want to meet their family eventually. And actually, when you do meet their family, then you know you've done something right. You've got to a level in your wooing to where things are going right because now she wants you to meet the family. And she wants to meet your family. I mean, yeah, so things are looking good. You're doing a good job. So, yeah, we'll go with that one. Let's see, my exotic. What's up, Mr. Exotic? What's happening? We're talking, I'm doing my podcast right now. We're talking about how to woo a real queen, okay? So, let's move on. Now, so they say it's not about the sex. I say they crazy because it is about the sex. They said it's all about family. I agree with that. But what I put to that, again, I say it is all about the sex, okay? So that's my retort to both of those. It is about the sex. All right, now the next one, because they put it's all about family. We talked about that. The next one, be open with her about what you want. Okay, I mean, can we get any cornier? Can we get any cornier? Now, remember, I'm not just making this up. I got this off of Google. I Google searched how to woo a real woman, and this is what came up. They said, let me read that again, y'all. Be open with her about what you want. I wish someone would speak on that. Be open with her about what you want. I want you, okay? That's what I'm being honest about. I'm wooing you, girl. You soon to be my queen. So I am open and honest. You know my intentions from day one, okay? There's no if and buts about it. No hiding. No, I didn't understand or I didn't, I must have understood you wrong or none of that. None of that. You tell her what you want, okay? Yeah, of course. You don't tell her you want a bag of chips when you really want her. Come on now. Let's grow up. Shit. Some corny stuff here. All right, now that's some Sally Jesse Raphael stuff, actually, y'all. Y'all remember Sally Jesse Raphael? Huh? Look at that smile. That woos them too, that smile. But remember Sally Jesse Raphael, y'all? That's what this is. Okay? That's who's giving me these definitions. All right, check this out. So, let's see, be open with her. So what I had to say was, how about this? It's another way I woo. I have flowers delivered to the house even when I'm home with her. We could be sitting at home in the living room watching TV or, just chopping up in the kitchen. or in bed, wherever. And I'll have roses sent to the house. Yeah. I have them sent to her job. Yeah. If I know she's going to be at the gym, she goes to the gym. I know she's there for a couple hours. I'll have roses sent to the gym. Come on now, who's going to get in the ring with me on this? Y'all know. Hey, let's see. I'm gorgeous, duh. Okay, what's happening? I'm gorgeous, duh. Where's my gifts? I'm gorgeous, duh. Okay. I'm John Lee. Everybody calls me Callie, though. I'm John Lee, B-Swag Podcast, 3gspodcast.com. We're talking about, this is Season 2, Episode 6, How to Woo a Real Queen. Okay? Have flowers. Not just roses every time, but flowers. Find out what her favorite flower is. It's not going to always be roses. And you just have, no matter where she's at, have them sent to her. No matter where she's at, have them sent to her. Trust me, that's going to woo the hell out of her. Okay? Anybody over here in my BLK family, any of y'all agree with that? Any females that's on listening? Anybody? Okay. I mean, I send flowers. I send roses. I don't have a problem with that. I send those edible creations, you know. I get down like that because I'm wooing. This is some good stuff here. I hope y'all writing this down. All right, so we want to send the flowers. Okay. All right, and here's another one on my part. Not only send flowers all the time, you better know, and this ain't no joke. It's gonna sound like I'm joking because the way I'm delivering it. But if I was you, you better know her shoe size and favorite color. Come on, ladies, get in the ring with me on that one. Okay, you tell me that would not woo you. If the man that you're dating, the man that you're seeing, or that's trying to date you or going out with you, and you don't know her size by asking her, hey, what's your size, baby? You know her size and favorite color by listening to her. Just in a normal conversation, if you're interacting in a normal conversation with your mate, you ask the right questions, she'll give you the right answers, and you'll know what you need to know. But yeah, if I was you, I definitely know that the shoe size and her favorite color, so you can buy her shoes in her favorite color, whether it's flats, heels, sneakers, whatever the case is, boots. Women love shoes. Any man knows that. If you're a man in America, you know, that got any kind of sense, you know women love shoes. Women love buying shoes. Women love getting gifts. So there you go. That's all I'm gonna say to that. So let me just, to recap. Let's recap the book version. First of all, let's see. This is episode 6, season 2, B-Swag Podcast. We're talking about how to woo a real queen. The book definition was the word woo. It's an exclamation of joy, approval, interjection. Okay, and then they have a slang version, which I find hilarious. The slang version of the word woo is try to make someone love you, which makes sense. That's actually what you're doing. But you're also doing that in dating. If you're dating somebody, now if you're a serial dater or you're just casually dating, then yeah, you're not trying to make someone love you. But this is the thing, my opinion. You spend enough time with somebody of the opposite sex or the same sex, if that's your get down. You spend enough time with that person, feelings will start to evolve. Whether it's friend feelings, whether it's lover feelings, but you're going to get feelings for this person if you're spending a lot of time. If you're spending more than 8 hours a day, 5 days a week with one person or with people, but the same person repetitiously on a daily basis, you're going to develop feelings for that person. Like I said, I don't care if they're just on the friend level or if it's on the lover level, but you spend every day, Monday through Friday, 8 hours a day with that person. It's going to happen. I'm sorry. Or they're just going to drive you crazy and you're going to create feelings, hate feelings, But you're going to create some, it's going to happen, all right? So, we got the definition. Now, slang version was trying to make someone love you. Let's see. And the book version was to court someone. And to court someone, that is, let's see what they got down. That is to capture romantic relations. To capture romantic relations. That's the book version. So they started off trying to make someone love you. Okay, no court version. Let's see, domestic relations. Okay, boom, boom. All right, they had 23 gentlemanly ways. I didn't write them all down. Just to recap, they got you need to look within, corny. They got dating and courting aren't the same, which they are, corny. Start off as friends, duh. Let's see, man pursues women, another duh. These guys are so, third gradish. Only court or date one at a time. I mean, are you kidding me? Well, I tell you what, my listeners, we know these are not rocket scientists. Okay, let's be glad of that. That's coming up with these definitions. Only court one at a time, and it's not about the sex, and it's all about the family, and be open with her about what you want. That's what they have. That's their definition of how to woo. Okay, mine's. Let me recap. Mine's was make sure you say good morning and say good night to your mate every day, no matter what's going on, no matter what the situation is. You make sure you do that. Also, cook dinner for your mate on a regular basis, not just once, not just like on her birthday or on Valentine's Day. Do it regularly, okay? And cook something good, too. And if you don't know how to cook, go buy yourself a cookbook. Go buy yourself a cookbook, okay? Also, regular foot massages. You rub your lady's feet on a regular when she comes home from her day, okay? You make sure you do that. So you got dinner cooking, you rubbing her feet, also run her a hot bath. You have a hot bath already ran for her when she gets home. So she can make the decision after you've rubbed her feet whether she wants to eat or take a bath first or take a bath while she's eating. You know, it's her choice. She's the queen, remember? It's her choice. But just make sure you have that and you're going to woo her. Also, let's see here. Moving on to the next page. We're just recapping, y'all. Also, let's see here. They said it's not about the sex. We are talking. It is about the sex. Damn it! I don't care what they say. It's all about the sex. Now, I'm not saying the relationship is built on sex, but it's all about the sex. Okay. And then I also got, for last but not least, is know her shoe size and favorite color. Okay. Make sure you listen to her. Don't just hear her, but listen to her. And I'm telling you, this is not the same. Okay. And that's about it. All right. We've recapped on all that. Now, with addition to that, and again, my name is John Lee, B-Swag Podcast. That's 3gspodcast.com. You can find me on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, YouTube. My Facebook group is Straight Swaggin'. That's STR, the number 8, SWA, 3 G's and an N. Straight Swaggin' is my YouTube. I'm not YouTube, but my Facebook group. Please join it. I'm giving away money every Saturday, so you might want to join it. Let's see, we got ATL Paris joining. What's happening now? My name is John Lee, B-Swag Podcast. We're talking about how to woo a real queen. Not how to woo a chicken head, not how to woo a ghetto hoe, not how to woo a working girl, not how to woo a hotel hoe. No. We're talking about how to woo a real queen, someone who is deserving of being wooed, okay? I mean, how about something very simple? I mean, which this shouldn't even be, brought up, but it should just be second nature. It should be obvious. How about respect? How about respect your mate? 100% respect. Don't just say it, do it. Okay? Because you want respect. You do. Every man wants respect. I mean, we got an ego thing about that. So how about, respect your mate? I mean, that's just goes without saying. That's so important. I really shouldn't even have to say that. I mean, never tell your lady no. Never tell her no. Come on, man. You tell your lady no, someone's gonna be in the woods somewhere lurking who will tell her yes. Trust me, she's got, as they say, a dick in a glass. I think that was Chris Rock that said that. Trust me. Now, she might not know that that's what it is, and, might not mean to be that, but she's got a male friend that she does talk to every now and then, either someone she works with or someone that's at the gym. She's got a male friend she's, like I said, you spend enough time with somebody, you're going to start, getting feelings, getting a relationship. Trust me, she's got someone she's talking to them about, talking about you to them. So never tell your lady no. Never. Man, you better tell her, not right now, baby. We'll do it later, or we can't get that now, baby, but I'll pick it up for you Friday. You never say no. Man, you must be a fool. You tell your queen no. You don't know what you're doing. What else we got down here? We got to remember someone's got to tell her yes. Hey, how about this? Pay attention to the little things. Pay attention to the little things, because the little things, believe it or not, are more important than the big things. I know that might not make sense to some people, because not everybody's on this level. Okay, not everybody knows how to woo a queen. Not everybody knows how to court a real woman. Okay, so I know not too many, but the little things, believe me, are more important than the bigger things. Mental Rolodex, y'all. You got to have your mental Rolodex on point at all times. You do. You put that with, because when you're listening to your mate and she just mentions off little things, y'all could be walking and walk by a store, the mall or something. And she knows you're not shopping, you're just walking. And say, oh, that's nice. I like that. I wouldn't mind that. And then she keeps walking, and that's it. Man, you better put that in your mental Rolodex so that when you do have an extra 20 or 30, whatever it's costing that she says she wants, you go pick it up. You go pick it up. You already know her sizes because you're wooing. Remember, you're wooing. So you already know. You know the important thing. Like I said, the little things matter more. Okay? They matter way more. Trust. Let's see here. All right. And this is very important too. Okay? This is very important too. You just have to make your lady, make sure she knows she's number one in your life. You got to constantly show it. You can't just tell her one time and then leave it alone, and she's just supposed to know every day. She's supposed to know all the time. And it can't be, well, I didn't know. Well, I told you. I told you you're important. Yeah, you told me I was important December 6th, 2021. It's now February 8th, 2025. Nah, bro. All my fellas out there, you gotta make sure your mate knows she's number one. That you have her back. 1,000. Okay? She has to know this. And how does she know this? By your actions on a daily basis, y'all. Come on, fellas. This is elementary stuff here. This is wooing. This is some high tech, some high grade wooing here. So I hope y'all writing this down. You got to make sure your mate knows that you have her back, no matter who it is. It's you and her against the world. It'll make her feel secure and more comfortable too, y'all. Okay, and that's what we want to do because we're wooing our queen. It's John Lee, y'all. B-Swag Podcast, 3gspodcast.com. Okay, it's season 2, episode 6. We're talking about how to woo a real queen. You taking any notes, Chris? You taking some notes? Come on now. I mean, it's been fun, y'all. I tried to do this with a guest, but it was just way too many moving parts. It just wasn't happening, so we ended up doing it solo. But just to recap what I just said, just make sure your lady knows without a shadow of a doubt that that you have her back and she's number one in your life. I mean, it should go God, then your lady. Bottom line, that's your Bonnie to your Clyde. That's your yin to your yang. That's your right to your left. Remember, you decided to woo her, not the other way around. This isn't how to woo a king. So you have to, go through these steps. You have to pay attention and go through this process, not her. It's you. Remember, it's how to woo a real queen. My name is John Lee, y'all. B-Swag Podcast. I'm just giving it to y'all real. All right, check this out. Let's talk about the family. The family was one that the book had. Okay, let's talk about that. Because I spoke on it earlier. They were right. This is serious, too. Be willing and excited to meet the family. Don't be scared to meet her pops. Don't be some shriveling little bitch to meet her older brother or a younger brother just because the dude stays in the gym 24/7 or just because he's vowed to protect his sister. You know what I'm saying? If you're really trying to woo this girl, have a backbone. Have a backbone and be excited about meeting her folks. All of them, okay? But then again, if you didn't have a backbone, I highly, highly doubt it. Or I doubt it very much. Doubt it very much that a real queen, a real woman, would be with you if you don't have no backbone. Because a real woman, a real queen, they don't like a dude that don't have no backbone. They don't. That's not their get down. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. I don't want a soft lady. I don't want my lady to be all squirmy and soft. I want her to be soft in the bed, soft, but I don't want her to be, mentally soft. No. If a female stepped to me the wrong way, I want my lady. I need to know my lady have my back. But again, that's a different topic for a different day. We're talking about how to woo a real queen. I'm telling y'all what I do to woo a queen. I'm telling y'all what I do to make my lady comfortable with me, to make her only want to be with me and no one else. Okay? So, if the folks are still living, their parents, yeah, go meet them. Don't be scared to meet them. Go out and meet them. Okay? Be excited about it. And gain a relationship. Send the mother flowers, or send the mother and father, send them thank you cards, or send them, you got to make sure you acknowledge them because they are part of her life. So you got to, you can't just go on dating somebody, trying to woo this person and never speaking about her family. You're trying to get serious with her. So eventually it's got to be done. So, drop your ball sack and make sure it happens. Now, let me ask you this, though. What happens? Okay, well, no, I'm down to be last, all right? Here's a good one that I jotted down. Everyday actions should be about you wooing your lady. Everyday actions. Your actions every day when it comes to your lady. Now, I know there's different phases of your day. You have your work. You got to go to work, and then maybe you go to the gym, and then maybe go hang out, But when it's about your lady, when you're with your lady, your everyday actions should be showing her that you're wooing her. Don't just stop when you got her. That's fake. That's a buster ass dude. Season 1, episode 5. Or episode 6, I believe. No, it's episode 5. Yeah, episode 5. Yeah, that's a buster ass dude. That's fake. So you mean to tell me once you got the prize, you're done? All that romantic stuff you were doing, just gone now, huh? Keeping yourself groomed properly, that's gone now, huh? You won't keep her long if that happens. I'm here to tell you, you will not keep her long if that happens. Remember, like I said, the little things, they go a long way. Now, let me explain this to you, y'all. This is, why wooing your mate is so important. It's called putting in the work. That's what it's called. It's called putting in the work. Okay? That's why with me, when I meet a female, okay, first thing I'm going to ask her when I meet a female that I'm attracted to, that I wouldn't mind seeing on a regular basis, first thing I'm going to ask is, are you married, engaged, or madly in love with anybody? It's the first question I ask them. Okay? After I ask them for their name, of course. Now, let's say they tell me they're engaged. They tell me they're engaged. I respect that. I respect another man's work. They tell me they're engaged. My next question is gonna be okay. Or if they tell me they're married, engaged, married, madly in love, either or. How long? How long? Now, if they tell me anything less than 3 years, it's on a crack, and there's room for a hostile takeover in that particular relationship. That doesn't make me a dog. That doesn't make me wrong. It's 3 years. That's not a long time. It's not. Now, if they tell me more than 3 years, let's say they say 3 years and 1 month, or 4 years, or 3 years and 5 days, whatever it is, anything more than 3 years, I respect it and I leave it alone. Because another man put in the work. That's what you call a union now. It's over 3 years. The honeymoon phase is over. They're on to their regular lives now, okay? So I respect that. I respect another man's get down, another man's game, another man's wooing. He put in the work. That's what a real man does. Now, like I said, I don't want to sound like a dog. Under 3 years, come on now. You still trying to make the decision, did I make the right decision on getting married? When it's less than 3 years. So yeah, there's still room for hostile takeover in that relationship. Anything more than 3 years, I don't bother it. It's a union. Somebody put in work, and I'm not the one that's going to tear that down. Okay? So that's what we think about that. Let's see. We got to remember the little things that are more important than the big things. Pay attention to detail. Always pay attention to detail, y'all. I'm telling you. You pay attention to the little things, pay attention to detail. You're in there. You're in there. Seriously. Let's see here. Everyday actions. We talked about that. The mental Rolodex. Now, y'all know what the mental Rolodex is now. You put that in anytime she says anything. I wish I had, or I wish I wish we can go, or I love that particular plate of food, or, wow, that color would look good in shoes, or, you know what I mean? Anything. Number one, you're listening. That's what listening's all about. And you just put it in the mental Rolodex so that if you happen to be by that, or you happen to have an opportunity to get that, whatever it is that she said she liked or wanted to do or wanted to eat or wanted to see, you get it for her. Maybe next week, maybe next month, whatever the case is, she'll appreciate it because she didn't ask for it. And she didn't speak on, she didn't have a conversation with you that, about buying it or nothing like that. She just happened to mention through passing that it'd be nice to have that, or that color would look good in the house, or I wish we can do that, or I would love to see that, or, I would love to go to that restaurant, whatever the case is. That's all she did was just mention it. You happen to be smart and put it in your mental Rolodex, and then you got a bonus the next week at your job, so you had a little extra cash, so you decided to go ahead and make that come true for her. Trust me, it's going to go a long way, y'all, because it's going to show your mate that you're listening to her, and it's going to show that you care, okay? Remember, don't wait till she asks for it. Just put it in the mental Rolodex, and you just pick it up for her one day, okay, with no expectation in return. Except a thank you, baby. Or this is the reaction you should get. Oh, dang, you were listening, huh? That's the reaction you should get. Or, wow, how did you know? Because, she's probably forgot that she even mentioned it. By the time you get it to her, you say, well, I just know, baby. I just know. Because I know you, okay? Because I am wooing the heck out of you, okay? It's some good shit here, all right? My name again is John Lee, B-Swag Podcast. We're going to stay in format. We're at 46. We only got a few more things to discuss. Let's see. Let's see. A real queen's not going to be with a spineless dude. We already know that, so I don't have to talk more about that. The whole concept we're putting in the work, y'all. The whole concept of wooing a real queen. My opinion. The whole concept, the whole reason why. Or, I mean, not the whole reason. We know what the reason is. But what's going to happen is when you do catch your queen, what's going to happen is she's going to appreciate you that much more because you put in the work. You didn't just, scam your way in this relationship. You didn't. You put in the work. You showed her that you care. You showed her that you pay attention to detail. You showed her that you listen. You showed her that you're willing to do the little things. I keep looking this way because I got another live over here as well as here in front of me, y'all, okay? But yeah. She's going to appreciate, and she's going to love you even more. Trust me, she's going to. She's going to love you even more. If that's possible, okay? I'm telling you, man, I'm John Walter Lee II, third generation Lee man. I know what I'm talking about on this, okay? Trust me, Chris, I know what I'm talking about, bro. You try this. It's not always about being hard and being that guy. It's not. I mean, I know we all want to do that. We all want to be the guy. We all want to be hard. Nobody wants to be soft. Nobody wants to be a punk or a pussy or whatever other term, folks want to use. See, none of that phases me because I'm comfortable in my own skin. I'm comfortable being John Walter Lee II. I'm comfortable running by myself. I don't run with a crew. I don't need a crew to validate me. I don't need a crew to tell me anything, okay? My dad used to always tell me, you got to do dirt, do it by yourself. Now, I'm not saying I'm out here doing dirt, but I get the point. Okay? I get the point. I mean, it's simple. It's just as simple as 2 + 2 is 4. Sky is blue and water's wet. That's how simple this is, y'all. Seriously. It's been fun talking about it, though. It really has, It really has. So we done talked about a lot, y'all. We have. We're at 49. We're almost to the end. All right. I mean, you got to think about this, y'all. You got to think about this. They write books about this shit. They do. They write books. They got research. I mean, I was able to I Google search how to woo a real queen. And it came up with all kinds of things. So, I mean, it's out there. It's just not me making this up. Now, don't get me wrong. Those who know me know my podcast is my experience. My experience is my podcast. Okay? But I mean, I didn't write any books about how to woo. You know, I mean, they got all kinds of how to. They got how to talk to a lady, how to court a lady, how to get a date, dating for dummies, how to woo a lady. I mean, they got books, pamphlets, seminars. They got counselors for it now, dating counselors, sex counselors, marriage counselors. I mean, come on. It's almost like catching a cold. You go to the doctor, he's going to prescribe you, Mucinex or whatever. The same thing. You go to a counselor, they're going to prescribe you, to do this, do that. What they're probably going to do is tell you, you should have wooed your lady. You should have properly wooed her. Okay, and if she's not a real queen anyway, she's not going to fall. I mean, a real queen's not going to fall for a Buster ass dude's shenanigans at all. And if you're not a real woman, not a real queen, then I'm not. I'm not. I don't even get down. That's not my get down. I don't mess with the chicken heads. I don't mess with the $2 or the $3, or the bag hoes as I call them. It's just out there trying to get a couple dollars so they can get their next high. It's sad, and I'm not judging anybody, or I'm not, talking bad, or turn on battery saver. I'm not talking bad or I'm not capping on anybody, none of that. I'm just keeping it real. That's all. I'm keeping it real, y'all. Somebody's got to. Someone's got to say it. Because after listening to, a couple guys, trust me, man, some cats out there are completely lost when it comes to wooing a real queen, when it comes to wooing a real woman, courting a real woman. Some guys out there are completely lost, y'all. Seriously. Hey, but it is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. It's been fun. It's been fun. Next week, next Saturday, out at Beat Top Spot Restaurant Lounge, I think we're going to talk about scams. I think that's going to be the next topic. All right? But this has been fun. I got to get up out of here, y'all. I got to get up out of here. CC, we're going to connect on another topic.